Day 24. It appears as though I'm the first one awake around here. Slept in. It's like 6 a.m. right now. At the TLC Ranch, they're going to make us biscuits and elk gravy this morning, which I've never had. I'm curious. Mostly, I'm down for a cup of coffee right now. Whew. It was really nice and comfortable inside of that. Slept inside of this motorhome right here. It has a heater and electricity, and that's freaking killer. That's all I really need. Okay, so I'm gonna go in and see if anybody else is awake in the main house to hang out and get some coffee. We got 25 miles to go today without water, so that kind of sucks because I have a full resupply on my back. I haven't even started eating my food. Oh, it's gonna be a good day. When I came in this morning, these two greeted me at the door. And the owner's like, "Hey, why did my dogs let me know you were here?" I was like, "Because I pet their butts last night. We are friends now." Huh. So they greeted me at the door, tails wagging, hoping I'd pet their butts again, which I did. We're friends. That's the one right there that bit Jandals in the face. Why'd you bite Jandals in the face, huh? Did he not pet your butt properly? Huh? Oh, I just found out today is Good Friday. Nice. There's a movie coming out today that I want to go see, and I'm hoping it's playing in Albuquerque when I go, but I kind of doubt it. It was at the Sundance Film Festival, so I was shocked to see that. It's called Hail Satan, and it's all about Satanism. And I'm hoping it, kind of reflects, and it will. It'll be a good movie, man. Because it's not. I'm a Satanist, in case you did not know. We don't worship the devil. We don't even believe in the devil. We don't believe in magic. We're all about being awesome people and good people because we are awesome and good people. Not because I'm afraid some magic guy in the sky is going to set my ghost on fire when I die. I'm awesome because I'm awesome. It's that easy. So I'm really hoping it's playing in Albuquerque. If so, I'm going to make some of you guys watch little clips of it because I'm totally going to record some while I'm in there. Yeah. Okay, so we're about to head out of here. It's like 25 miles to water again. So full resupply of food on my back. I haven't eaten anything yet. I got a pocket full of cookies I'm going to nosh on while I walk. But I got a belly full of, what is that, elk gravy? I've never had it. It was excellent, though. It was actually better than normal gravy. All right, so I don't even think I'm going to make that today, man. But we'll see. TLC Ranch was awesome, man. That was well worth busting a 30 to get into. When I was headed in here, I was just expecting water and maybe some picnic tables and a camping area. This is so much more than I expected. I really wish I could cache water for myself right now. Bring extra water and put it in the desert so I don't have to do 20-something mile water haul later. But that means I'd have to carry water on my back now, and that ain't gonna happen. It's a gorgeous day. It's already in like the 60s. It's nice to just be in light layers of clothing and not, for the past few weeks it's been, tights all day, undershirts, puffies, sometimes two puffies, and now I can let my legs hang out, get a little sun on those sticks, they can use it. What a good day. Already. All right, so let's see if we can make it to the next water source. As usual, I'm not carrying nearly enough water. 2.5 liters for 20 miles. Not advisable. But yeah, screw it, water's heavy. And so today is another day of awesome road walks. I mean, they're not horrible. Now that the ground is dry, it's especially better. There's still a little mud here and there, but easy enough to avoid. But they're just dull. And look around you. No mountains or anything. There's actually some mountains in the background, way back there. There was actually a street called Mountain View. So I had to turn around. I was like, Mountain View? Where? I was like, oh, maybe they're talking about that one way down there. You can just kind of see it. But yeah, nice leisurely walk down a street. Wonder where we're camping tonight. Jandals is worried about fires because he ran out of fuel a while ago. He somehow thought he could get by on one of those little cans. I don't know what people are thinking with that. And so he ran out of fuel days ago. But this is all private land. We can't just go around building fires. I mean, really, if it was me and I needed it, I'd build a fire in the road. I mean, it's the road. Big whoop. Off to the side. Put the rocks back when I'm done, knock them off so they're not there. People can drive over the ashes, no big deal. But he probably wouldn't. Which is weird. Because, on the way into Silver City, he was actually afraid to hop the barbed wire fence that we did and just camp on the side of the road. Because, yeah, technically that's illegal. But the weird thing is he was nervous about doing it. And he's got a get out of jail free card because his daddy's a cop. So you actually get a card when your daddy's a cop that says my daddy's a cop, and you will never get a ticket. His mommy's a lawyer and his stepdad's a judge. So the kid will never be fined or anything for anything, but he's still afraid to break minor laws. Crazy. I don't get the point of this. They have this gate that was put up horribly. But on the other side of it, they have the block wall that is, I guess, kind of worthless, decoration only. But nobody's ever driven up to this gate. There's no tire tracks or anything. Nobody goes beyond. I mean, where would they go? What is this gate all about? I do not understand. So my best guess, because I've been seeing this on a lot of these road walks where you're still kind of in the middle of nowhere, but you're on a road. Hey, there's snow on that mountain over there. What? But there are these little power junction boxes. There's tons of signs saying buried Wi-Fi cable, or not Wi-Fi cable, fiber optic cables, way out here in the middle of nowhere. So I'm assuming they're fixing to turn this into condos and, all sorts of stuff and just, ruin and rape the land. I don't know if it'll actually show up. Does it show up? No. Somewhere back in here there is a tiny peak sticking out. No, not gonna show up on camera, but solid white. I don't even know if we're headed in that direction. Do not know. But I'm not ready to deal with snow. And, not just for the cold. I can deal with that, I guess. I need new shoes. And I'm down to one trekking pole. So my shoes have no trad. I have one trekking pole and no spikes. So I don't want to deal with any snow. I'm prepared to deal with it as much as one can be prepared when I hit the San Juans, but I don't want to deal with any of it before then. Oh, hey, I see Darien way up on the distance. She got a good 3/4 of a mile on me right now. Let's see if I can catch up. Or not, I don't really care. We'll run into each other eventually. Not a whole lot of us on the trail. That Jandals is so much faster than I am. He's way back there right now. But he'll be passing me in no time. When I got to the TLC Ranch last night, he'd been there for about 45 minutes. So for him, that's about 3 miles. So we walked 16 miles. We started at the same time. And he was able to cover 3 more miles in the same amount of time. Yeah, I wish. I don't have that kind of speed, man. I mean, not that I necessarily want to be all that faster. I'm never in a hurry to get done. But it'd be nice to be able to turn on the speed here and there when I want to. Road walks. So last night, after Darien had accepted the name Cold Oats.
Happily.
Yes. She decided later she wanted something that sounded tough or dark or evil. Because, that totally represents her. So the best thing we can come up with right now is tear stain. Because she cries 2 or 3 times a day. Is that tough, dark, or cool? I don't know. It's hard to tell. But she's like, I want something just, creepy evil, like Nightcrawler. I'm like, well, I'm creepy evil, so, I can hand that. You're not. So, and Cold Oats doesn't necessarily roll off the tongue either, so we'll come up with something better for her. But it's definitely not going to be tough, dark, or evil, because she's not. Didn't expect to see any of these, but it's an old cemetery. Career Cemetery. I wonder why those people over there fenced off. Are they the rowdy ones? You guys up to no good over there? Stay behind the fence, okay? Not nearly as old and creepy as the ones on the AT, but I do like a good cemetery here and there. Wild Horse Ranch. Look at the mane on that horse, man. Those are lovely locks you have there. Bet your money there's not a single wild horse on their ranch. Betcha. So a cat I ran into yesterday, he gave me some water while I was walking down the road. And he's like, I thought I was going to see you today, so he came down the way. Oh, yeah. And he brought me a beer. He only brought me one. He didn't bring any for anybody else. Which, who drives around with one ice-cold beer? But hey, I'll take it. So this cool cat just drove by. He actually pulls that thing. It's a rickshaw. He walks with it and pulls it. But it had a little bit of marijuana symbol on the side. So I was like, hey, brother, hook a brother up. And he gave me some. But, I don't have anything to smoke it out of, so I'm going to have to fashion something. Okay, stoners are creative people, and we can make pipes out of pretty much anything. So I'm just going to hang on to it for a minute, and I'll figure something out. I'm going to make one out of a cow turd or something. Now, if I only brought an apple with me. All right, but something will present itself. But he says he pulls that thing, and it's like 500 pounds, and it's easier to pull than wearing a backpack. I don't know. I'd like to pull it just to see. But thanks, guy. I appreciate the safety supplies. So today is an interesting day of trail magic for the crawler, and then for this guy over here. And one trail magic leads to another. So, stoners by nature are rather inventive people. We always find a way. And I have not done this since high school, but the old can pipe. Oh, yeah. I'm holding on to it and hoping to find something better. But, it'll work at a pinch. I don't think I've done this since like the 90s. That's when Jandals was born. I'm old. But I'm keeping my eyes out for something better. But I said, this will work at a pinch. And I even used one of the gifts that was given to me in my hiker box, or my resupply box that was sent to me last town. She sent me a safety pin. That's what I used to poke my little holes in there, I bet you didn't think I'd be putting it to that use. All right, testing. 1, 2, 3. Is my black spot still with me? Okay, so I thought maybe my black spot was hiding behind the record button, but I just watched the little video I made, and it is not. I don't know where it's at. It's around here somewhere, but I guess at least it's gone for now. It probably will be back. It's like herpes. It's just pretending to be gone, but it's still lurking. 12.5 miles in, and things look pretty much exactly the same. So the guy with the cool cart that came by us, he said he parked it up at the end of this road in another 4 miles. And he's like, hey, I got water in there, help yourself. So we'll check it out. We're going to see how far we can get today. And, if we pulled a really big day today and tomorrow, we can get into Grant's and, get some beers and stuff. All three of us could split a room. That would be pretty cool. But that requires, big days. We'll see. I don't really do agendas or anything. I'll try, do what I can. But we have a whole lot of food on our back. And not a whole lot of miles to go. So that was kind of dumb on our parts. But, I got so much good stuff, I couldn't leave any of it behind. That's my problem for being a glutton. But I am shoving a lot of stuff in my face. I'm starting to eat a little more regularly. But, my appetite is not where it's supposed to be, but I'm getting there, baby. Getting there. So I checked again, and I don't have a black spot. So I was like, hey, let's take a picture and see if the black spot's still there in photos. But if you started noticing my black spot, no, I was editing it out, I did edit it out for a day or two because it was in the way top right-hand corner. I was like, I'll just nip that spot out. And it slowly migrated down my camera. Now it's in the bottom right-hand corner. I don't know what this is. But hey, I'm happy it's not in the videos anymore. Maybe it'll work itself out of the pictures. But I don't get that at all, man. That don't make no sense to me. Did that cool guy, he hiked this trail back in the 90s. He stopped by to see if we need any water. He says Darian's looking pretty rough. She took a bunch of water from him, so at least she's still alive. She's way back there somewhere. Hoping she didn't try to take a break because, there's no shade at all. You just don't stop and take a break without shade. Just a bad idea out here, man. You'll just cook to death. Just keep walking. If you find shade, hey, take a break, but don't just, sit on the side of the road in this. At least I bring an umbrella with me. If I need shade, I can make it at any point. But today is not a hot day by my standards. It's like mid-70s, which is pretty much perfect. Wow, we have not walked far at all. I think that mountain back there barely shows up. I think it's where we slept like the day before yesterday. Was a few miles on the other side of that. Not sure, but maybe. So those nice people back there. They live in the neighborhood, and they stopped off. They gave us water. This time I took it because I just polished my last one off anyway. We got water waiting for us at the end of this, I hope. I figured why take my chances. So this might not be a bad concept, man. Carry your life around on your back. You know, he sleeps in here, carries all his stuff. He says he carries around 500 pounds of stuff, and it's not bad at all. But he left us some water, so I'm very appreciative. Standing here on the side of the road, doing me. And that cat pulls up, calls himself Water Dogger. And he's got that little motorcycle right there, but he had some schnapps and some beers, so I got a good buzz because I'm a lightweight. But he's saying he can hook me up with some medical marijuana in the next town, that he's got a card, whatnot. So Jandals is grabbing his number for me, and we'll see what he can do. Yeah, I'm not keeping my hopes up, but I'm dry. I'm tired of being dry, so.
No, we're gonna go 6
yeah,
miles north.
It is what it is. Okay, leaving Water Dog behind, everybody else behind. They're all hanging out, whatnot. I got miles to make. To be honest, the guy's kind of an annoying drunk. And there's a good chance he's going to die on his motorcycle because he's really drunk right now. But he claims he's going to come meet us tonight and party with us. So Jandals told him where we're going to be, which I think that's kind of dangerous. Because he could go home, grab some people. Lord knows. I don't really like people knowing where I'm at. So I'll be a little on edge with an eye open tonight. While I don't see him as a threat, he does seem friendly and whatnot. Lord knows who he brings to the party. Plus, I'm not really here to party. I've been walking all damn day. I don't mind drinking a little bit, smoking a little bit kind of thing. But, I don't want to be up past my bedtime. And sundown's coming up, in a few hours. I don't even know where the sun is. But I got like 3 hours of sunlight left. I'm walking. He's gonna die. So he polished off most of the bottle of schnapps. He had like 3 or 4 beers, and he's weaving all over the road. Some people's kids. So that is pretty cool. That ridge right there, that is all a huge lava flow that just stopped there. It's cool how it stops on one side of the road. Way back there, those dots, that's Jandals and Darien walking on the wrong side of the road. Yeah, they're having traffic come up from behind. Not that there is traffic, but walk into traffic so you can see it coming at you. It only makes sense. Alright, so to connect back to the trail, we got like 6 miles of this road walk, and then we're back on some sort of trail. I don't know. This trail's convoluted. There's so many alts and little things that, there was an alt that ran back into these mountains over here somewhere. There's one that goes all the way around this. I don't even know. Wandering, man. It's all just walking. I gotta say I'm a little jealous. On this whole trip, Jandals has been able to pretty much whip out his phone and talk and text and go on the internet. Pretty much anywhere he wants. Not me. I've had signal maybe 3 times on this entire trail. And the actual signal. 3 times. I've had to use Wi-Fi for everything. But he's got Verizon, and it has signal all over this thing. I have AT&T, 0 bars anywhere. Totally jealous. I could totally fix my YouTube problems. I got time. I just don't have service. So that truck right there, they pull up next to me and Jandals. We're just kicking it in this little bit of shade down there. And they're like, hey, you want a pineapple? Who says no to a pineapple, man? Okay, so there's a Pokey Mountain in the background. And that thing. Now, that was white this morning. So, it must not have been much of a layer of snow on it, because we can't see it at all now. So, Darien has been going rather slow, and we could tell. And we're curious why, and so look at her feet. Enhance. Do you notice those shoes? Do you recognize those? Yeah. She wear my shoes. Her boots were killing her, and I can fit in her boots, So we decided to trade and see how we handle it, but she's already sped up, so that works. So I was mildly frustrated because, dude gave me a little bit of safety supplies, and, I tried to make that piece out of a can, but, I was successful, but cans are really inefficient, that's probably why I haven't smoked out of one of those since, like, high school. So, I'm looking around for garbage and racking my brain, like, what, I don't carry anything. Yes, I do. See, we got this little thingy. This repairs my tent. It's a little brace, so when my tent breaks in a windstorm, I can. Guess what it works for? Yeah, finally. So I'm finally safe. It's been days, and I'm feeling much better. Her shoes are killing me. But other than that, life is pretty good. If these are my shoes, see, I don't treat shoes the same way people do. People are afraid to hurt their shoes. But once I started hiker boxing shoes, I started looking at them in kind of just a different way, man. It's a very temporary piece of equipment. But people want to take care of them and stuff. Their shoes don't take care of them. So I'm going to see if she's wearing my shoes and they're comfortable for her and they get her to the next town, I'm just going to give them to her. And I'm going to modify these. Because I got no problem taking a knife to anything that hurts me, and I just cut that offending piece out and throw it to the side. Well, I'm not going to throw it to the side. I'll carry it out, pack it in, pack it out, But that's kind of the plan right now, because this toe box is so narrow. It's like my feet are being bound like those little Japanese ladies in days of yore, man. This sucks. The toe box is almost non-existent. But I can fix that with a knife. Just get rid of the toe box, man. I don't mind a little dust and stuff gets in there. Hell, I might even go sockless and get a little sun on my tootsies. They could use a little sun. They're probably white. Yeah, okay. I'll see how that works. See if she'll trade me. If we're only going like 3 miles or so. So, if it works for her, it works for me. I'm not gonna tell her I'm cutting the shit out of them, but because people they're all protective. She probably won't want me cutting these things up, but I'll be like, we'll trade, man. I'll make it to the next town in these, and then wake up in the morning and these things are pretty much flip flops. So I thought that was somebody about to fuck with me because, I'm walking on the edge of the road and dude comes like right up close to me and I don't budge, right? Because I can tell he's trying to fuck with me by the way he's driving at me. And he swerves around me at the last minute, So he turns around and I'm like, and he's revving his engine and shit. So I'm thinking, oh, it's going to get real, But turns out it's the drunk guy from earlier. That's the guy we were calling. Oh, damn, what was his name? Not Newt. Water Dog. There we go, Water Dog. But he drives by, gives me a beer, Yeah, see, Jandals told him where we were going to be, man. So now he's our friend. I'm not really down with all this. I mean, yes, I do enjoy a free beer here and there. But he's just not my kind of people. I mean, just to say, he's not. Now I'm stuck with him. This is Jandal's fault. It's Jandal's problem, man. I'm going to go camp by myself or something, sneak off. Be nice. I don't want to hurt the guy's feelings or anything. He's a nice guy. I just don't want to hang out with him tonight, It's been a 25-mile road walk day. And sure, it's been an interesting day, I've met a lot of nice people. I actually had a pretty good time. But I'm not in the mood to party with this cat. That's Jandal's pet now. Shadows are getting long again. Oh, I'm barely showing up on that bush right there. I'm way out there. You can't even see me. So, yeah. Dude's waiting up there for us. And like I said, there's nothing wrong with him. He's just, I don't know, just not everybody's my kind of people. Maybe he'll grow on me, but he lives in Grants. That's where we're headed. Jano's talking about staying with him. I'm not thinking so, because I'm planning on staying in Grants anyway. But what if he has really good Wi-Fi? But that's very usey. I don't even want to hang out with this guy to use him, I'm not that kind of guy. So, I don't know, I get a weird vibe from him. And I'm a weird dude, so if I'm getting a weird vibe from him, I kind of go with it. I don't see him as a threat or anything. It's just, he seems really lonely, if anything, and he's going to try real hard for some friendship. I don't want to deal with any of that, no. I'm going to go to Grants. I'm going to fix all my YouTube problems. Take a week off, repair my body, and come back stronger than ever. It's going to be awesome. That's how it's going to be. That's the second license plate I found today. I just find it weird there's random license plates laying around. It's like, oh, I'm guessing, an accident of some sort happened. There's a body! What do we have? Are you just another cow? Yeah. Guessing. I don't know. Where's the big old legs? Yeah. I love it when you find a random skull. Yeah, you look pretty cowish. I'm going to go hang his skull on a sign somewhere. Sun is down. I believe the water supply we're looking for is right over here. And it looks like a couple of hikers that we've been running into for a while. Monster. And the other guy is Wallace. At least that's who I think it is over there. Wallace we actually ran into at that Burrow Mountain Homestead place. And then I didn't see him again until yesterday when we got to TLC Ranch. But it'd be weird if they're there because they were hours ahead of us. And I know Monster hikes pretty fast, man. I've tried to follow his footsteps. Yeah, that guy takes long strides. He's a big man. I'm pretty sure that's who it is. So we're peeling off to the side to go to this well over here. Maybe even camp. And Jandals is like, well, see, we got some beers out of the guy and we don't have to hang out with him. And I'm like, oh, no. He'll be back. He'll be out here looking for you. It's not like we're that far off the road, man. Yeah, I'm like, you're going to have to put out tonight, then. That's what that guy's here for. Take one for the team, buddy. As soon as we stepped off the asphalt, it dropped a good 10 degrees. Yeah, it was just radiating all that heat back at us. We didn't even think about it until it stepped off. But, yeah, easy 10 degrees. All right, so I'm going to put on some puffies. 2 of them, because that's all I'm carrying. And 2 pairs of pants, because I got 2 of those now, too. Screw being cold. There's a lot of cow poop around here. I ain't sleeping around all the cow poop. I don't see any water. Yeah, that ain't looking good. But I got plenty on my back. So these guys are all going to camp here. I don't want to camp here. There's a lot of cow poop. It's just cow poop. It's not a real big deal. But right across the street, there's actual trees. I guess you can't see them. I was hoping they'd be silhouetted. But I got here too late. This well is a solar well. And so as soon as the sun stops, it stops pumping. But, they say, oh, the water's all nasty and whatnot. But no, it just looks like, water. It's clear. The bottom's all gross and murky. But, fuck, I got a filter. So, yeah, I'm going to go over there. And hopefully while I'm crossing the street, Water Dog doesn't catch me. Because I got a feeling he's waiting up there. Jandals isn't going. So I think he's going to be patrolling for us. Yeah, that's probably going to happen. Okay. So I'm going across the street to sleep because you can kind of see the tree silhouette, right? But I just heard Jandal's boyfriend drive by, revving his engine. That's how we knew it was him. Rawr, rawr. I told Jandals he'd be back. So now I'm trying to sneak across the street, but I know that guy's going to see me because I'm covered in reflective stuff because I was prepared for roadblocks. So I shine. He's going to catch me. But if he catches me, I'm just going to send him in Jandal's direction. So, yeah, that'll be fun, too. I'm enjoying this, at least. I successfully set up my tent without that dude coming back. And even if he does come back, I don't really care. I'm not going to answer my door. I'm in my tent now. Darian traded me back my shoes. I explained to her how I feel about shoes, and she decided she's just going to try cutting them up and seeing how it works. Because she's like, no sense in both of our feet being in pain. And I'm like, well, mine won't because I'll cut the hell out them boots. So she's going to try it herself. And, I was like, if worse comes to worse, I'll trade with you again and I'll cut them up, man. No big deal. We only got like 30-something miles into town. I can handle that barefoot if I need to. Not in one day, though. I'm a tenderfoot now. So I'm going to cook me up a dinner, nice rice side with some white meat chicken. Yep, that sounds in order. I don't quite have my normal appetite back. I don't, but, I'm noshing all day. I ate a bunch of cookies and a whole bag of goldfish. Not very healthy, but it happens. Oh, they're rainbow goldfish, too. I was wondering if that was intentional. Yeah, I do like my colors. Anyway, so, gonna try to get up early. I haven't even mapped out water or anything in the future, but, I grabbed some of that cow spit back there. And I still have 1.5 liters on me because everybody kept giving us water today. And I'm going to leave the pineapple behind. I carried that 3 miles too far. I got no use for a pineapple out here, man. I don't even really know how to cut up a pineapple. I've never had a fresh pineapple in my life. Mine always come out of cans. Jandal says there's totally a difference, that you'll be able to taste the difference, but, you know, I'm not, it's pineapple. I don't really care that much. It's an okay flavor, but not something I'm going to carry around for more than 3 miles, and, you know, I thought I was going to share it with the group, but everybody's going to bed, so screw it. So I peeled off on my own, actually. I'm hiding behind a bush, just not hiding from dude or anything, but I'm right next to the road, and there's a big stand of bushes that work great as a wind block. The trees that I saw silhouetted were much farther beyond a barbed wire fence than I thought they were, so I was like, screw it. I'm road walking for a good chunk tomorrow, too. So I figured I might as well start off next to it, right? Makes sense, and there's no cow poop over here, most importantly. All right, so cook some food and go to sleep, man. Good night. So for dinner, I decided to go kind of simple but fancy. I've got my premium white meat chicken and my Cabot extra sharp cheddar. Oh, yeah, I'll make a few of these. And that's easy because I don't have to cook anything. And that guy's still circling. He hasn't noticed me yet, but he's passed by me like 3 or 4 times.